Okay, let's divide one more time, shall we? But remember that division is just multiplication backwards. So this is the same thing as something times 8. That gives us 256. And that helps us when we form an array because we already know one dimension of the array. We already know one side is 8. What we don't know is the other side. But we do know all this inside should give us 256 squares. Okay? So let's try some numbers here. They'll get us close to that. So a nice number to try is always 10. So then I'm like, okay, well if I have 10 by 8 rectangle, that'll give me 80 squares on the inside. We need 256. So now down below I'm going to subtract 80 from that and see how much I have left to go. Subtract that away. 25 minus 8 will be, I'm thinking in my head, 25 minus 10, 15, add 2 on, 17. I have 176 left, quite a bit. So I'm going to attach another 10 to that because, I can subtract another 80 from that. I'm going to do another 10 by 8 and take away another 80 and say, okay, how much do I have left now? So there's 6, 17 minus 8, 7, 9, now I have 96 left. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, because I could attach another 10. Yeah, I could subtract another 80 from that. Yeah, why not? So 10 times 8, that's 80. So now I'm going to say 96. I can take 80 away from you. And now I'll have 16 left over. Makes me a little sad because now I can't do another 80. But this number, 16, is exciting because it is a multiple of 8. So I'm thinking 8 times what gives me 16? Oh, 2. I just need 2 more groups of 8. 2 more groups of 8 will give me 16. And then 16 minus 16 is 0. I don't have any left. So there I have it. Now I know that 256 divided by 8 will give me what? So I have to look. Remember, we were trying to find that other dimension, right? So I'm going to look up here and say, there she is. What do we have to do with those numbers? Add them together. And our other dimension is 10, 20, 32. There we go. 32. So 256 divided by 8 will give me 32. Cha-ching. And let me show you in an equation, just so you can be like, oh, that's cool. And if you aren't going to say that, just pretend and say, that was awesome. Okay? Keep a good attitude. So when you do 256 divided by 8, you can actually think of this as breaking the 256 up into easier numbers to work with, because that's actually what we did up here. So instead of doing 256, we did it with 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 16 divided by 8. And it made it easier because then we were able to do 80 divided by 8. We were able to do 80 divided by 8 again. 80 divided by 8 again. And then 16 divided by 8. And then we just found all these quotients. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 2. And got our 32. So when you have a big number like that, we can break it up to make it easier to divide. Awesome!